So we were all wondering if James Harden was going to show up to media day today, and if he did, if he's going to talk some shit about Daryl Morey, what kind of drama would there be? Well, they don't have to worry about that.
Hey.
Because he didn't show up today. Adrian Wojnarowski saying that he didn't show up. He's still upset with the team, and he's still upset that they did not trade him to the Clippers. Apparently, the two sides have talked recently, but there's no traction with the Clippers or any other team on a James Harden deal. So a mega distraction as the Sixers team heads into training camp. They fly as a team tomorrow to Colorado to begin camp. Harden's obviously not going to be there, but it's just a mess. And it's one that I think could have been avoided.
It definitely could have been avoided. And this is the main thing that I think we need to go over here is because you look at everything we just witnessed with the Dame situation, and we were even talking about that situation. Like sometimes you got to cut ties even earlier, right? Like that still went on too long. You look at this one, and now you're seeing at media day, James Harden is not there. It's gone on far too long. I don't know what Daryl Morey's thinking was in this process. Like, hey, I can really make things better. We have a behind the scenes relationship over the years. I mean, James Harden was just calling you out in China.
He called you a liar. And there was a scene at the club last week where you had the people holding up a sign that said Daryl Morey is a liar while James Harden was there. Like, you're not fixing this. And this is what's so frustrating because, look, we could be, as an NBA fan, I'm irritated by Morey and Harden.
Agreed.
Like, I don't like the constant, like, requesting for a trade. I'm unhappy. Harden feels like he was deceived. He thought he was going to get a max extension. That did not happen. So he opts back in. He's in the final year of his deal. And if you're Morey, like, what do you want out of this deal? I don't think people are lining up to give you everything you want. One, Harden's deal is expiring.
There you go.
James Harden's track record. Like, I feel so bad for Sixers players because then they have to answer questions about this at media day. They've got a new coaching staff. It's supposed to be fresh vibes and ready to go. And this is just looming and this is just hanging over them. Like, make a move. To me, trade his ass to the Clippers and get Norm Powell and Batum or whatever it takes.
Do whatever.
Because I think you will be better off doing it. You're not going to get what you want for James Harden based on his age, 1 year left on his deal, and all the stuff that comes with it.
Yes, no, I am so with you on that, and I think that's the most irritating part. But the other irritating part is, and I talked to you a little bit about this, like, I'm not even the biggest Joel Embiid fan all the time or anything, but I still do want the best players in this league to be put into the best situation so then we can see them excel at the highest levels. And right now, Joel Embiid is being put into a situation where the pieces around him aren't good enough to win a championship in the East. Now, that's going on for a lot of Eastern Conference teams too because of the situation with Milwaukee and now Boston. But Joel Embiid even today at media day was saying it's been unfortunate what's been going on, but the goal is to be together and to try to win a championship. As far as myself, that's what I'm focused on. Whatever it takes for myself, that's all I care about. He's saying the right things.
He is saying the right things, and I hope he truly feels that way because there is a world where you go, hey, in the training camp, if Embiid's speaking today, Nick Nurse speaking with his new staff going, we can't worry about people who aren't here. Like, block out the outside noise. You know, you look at the team on paper, it's not terrible, right?
Not.
You still have Embiid. You got Tobias Harris, who is up and down, but I feel like without Harden there, maybe that opens up things for him a little bit. Tyrese Maxey I really like him as a young guard in this league.
And he was not ball heavy because obviously James Harden had the ball in his hands so many times.
And then, you had Pat Bev as that emotional guy. Pat Bev today is probably MF and Harden behind the scenes. We don't need that guy. We don't need him.
Probably.
But, I mean, it's just an unfortunate situation. And I'm interested to see how the Sixers kind of handle this as an organization, how the players feel about this. It just sucks to start a season with this being talked about constantly. And hey, Daryl Morey, this is on you because you made a bet. You thought, I can win a championship with James Harden. It didn't work out. Then he became unhappy. And now you're in this mess. So I don't know why Morey's insistent on trying to win a deal. Make a deal that even if you feel like, oh, it's not a talent for talent trade, you're not getting that.
You're not getting that. In a talent for talent trade, I'm sorry, we all know what James Harden is capable of as an individual on a team, but he is not, well, he has adjusted his role a little bit, right? But he's adjusted his role a little bit because he's not capable of being as explosive and getting to the hole like he used to. So he has had to become more of a playmaker and everything. At the same time, I look at James Harden and I go, like, if I have a young team or if I have a team that like has been just clicking together and everything, I don't want to add that into the mix.
Right. So if there's not a lot of teams interested at this point, like, okay, who's trading for him? One, if I'm Morey, I do want him out of my conference. I think there's a world where you're going, I wonder if Miami goes, could I call Philly about this? But do you really want to trade him to Miami?
Yeah.
Also, I don't know that Miami would really want that. One, could you imagine James Harden playing in Miami, distraction city? But what if they got to him and he was like, he got in the peak and shape?
See, and that's
James
the shit
Harden.
I would love. And he would. Obviously, James Harden, every new team he goes to, he loses 15 pounds and looks good for the first 20 games or whatever. It's like, yes, I would love to see him end his career the right way, but I don't think he's in a space that any team is necessarily going to get. It's James Harden's world, and we're all living in it.
So I'm curious what you guys think in the comments. How do you think Morey should handle this? Should he just hang on and wait for the big trade to happen, or do you make a move now? Let us know in the comments below, and make sure to hit the thumbs up and subscribe.